Hey, it's Allison here with A Taste of Therapy, where every week I share with you my favorite recipes that when you make them, they are just good for your soul. Why? Well, because they're easy and delicious to make and they taste really good, but when you mix in my mindset techniques that I also share in the recipe, it just helps you improve your mood and help you have the best day ever. And who doesn't want that? I am all about helping you change your outlook while you cook. And today is no different. Today I'm giving you the recipe for the famous 7-layer dip. This is like the best recipe ever. Have you ever made this before? Oh my goodness, it's so good. I can't wait to share this with you, so stay tuned.
Okay, so let me show you what goes into this recipe. The first thing you're gonna need is one 16-ounce can of refried beans, which I literally, here's the can that I used, and then I dumped them right into this bowl. This recipe also calls for 1/4 cup of sliced black olives, 1/2 cup of sliced green onions, 2 cups of salsa, your favorite kind, whatever kind you like. It calls for 1/2 cup of shredded cheese. And then there's 2 components to this recipe that actually require a little bit of prep work. You're gonna need 2.5 cups of sour cream, and you're actually gonna mix in 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning into the sour cream, and I'll show you that. And then you're also gonna need, let's see, I got here is some fresh guacamole. I love guacamole, so the more the better. This is about 2 cups right here, but you can really use as much as you want. I always recommend using fresh guacamole. It always tastes better. If you don't know how to make fresh guacamole, I have a video on my channel that shows you exactly how to do it. So I will attach that to this video, but you're gonna need guacamole for this recipe. In this bowl here, I have 2.5 cups of my sour cream. To it, I'm gonna add my 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. Just gonna dump it right in and give it a mix. This adds a lot of really good flavor to the sour cream and just gives it a little extra flavor and flair. That's it.
Okay, you ready to see me put this together? I want you to use a pie plate. This is like a regular shallow pie plate, but what I like about it is it's clear so you can see all the pretty layers when you're making the dip. Okay, so I got my pie plate. First thing I'm gonna put in is the refried beans. See, look at this. I'm gonna dump these right in, and you literally just smush them. Do you like how this just got on there? You just smush them into the bottom of the bowl just like this. This is the first layer of the 7-layer dip. I'm gonna get this nice and smoothed out so you can see it. And then on top of this, I'm gonna add that mixed sour cream that I did. That's gonna go next. All right, here's my 2.5 cups of sour cream, and I'm literally just gonna dump this right on top. Have I told you why I love this recipe so much? I am all about easy, and this really could not be any easier. And I'm telling you what, if you've ever made this before, it is such a crowd pleaser. And people are always super impressed that you like spent the time to put it together. There's really 0 time involved, as you can see. But we're not gonna tell them that, right? All right, here we go. And obviously this recipe is not dairy-free because I'm using sour cream, but I'm making this for my husband because tomorrow's Father's Day and this is one of his favorite recipes. I am confident you can make this dairy-free, but right now we're doing the traditional 7-layer dip. Okay, but it is gluten-free, especially if you use a gluten-free taco seasoning, which they do make, or you can make your own and keep the wheat out of it completely, and it's gluten-free. Amazing. Okay, so here we go. Let me put this down. Here you can see I've got 2 layers. I've got the beans and the sour cream, and now we're gonna add the guacamole. All right, here goes layer number 3, the fresh guacamole. Oh my goodness. Now you wanna make sure for this part you go in this order because the beans will support the bottom of the dish and keep it from getting all mushy. If you start with the sour cream, it's not gonna work. You need a strong base. So those beans are your base, baby. Now you're gonna add the guacamole. Look at this. And that's our 3rd layer. Now before I add any more, let's do that mindset work that I talked about in the beginning of the episode, shall we? Okay, let me get this on here and then I'm gonna share with you my favorite mindset tip. There we go. There's layer 3. Okay, mindset time. Here we go. This has been my favorite thing that I have learned over the last year. And I am not even joking when I tell you that it has changed everything about how I go through the day. If I had to pick a favorite mindset tip, this is it. So I want you to keep an open mind, get excited, and know that you can also do this. It's easy to do, you just have to practice it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about meditating. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, Allison, no, I can't meditate. My brain is too loud. I think about too many things. I'd get bored. I'd get overwhelmed. I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, I need you to take a deep breath. You can meditate. Anybody can do it. It's super easy. You just have to practice it. Now, the good news is I'm not asking you to go off into a room, sit with your legs crossed, close your eyes, and sit there in silence for an hour and a half. No. I'm not talking about that. I can't even do it that long, and I've been doing it for over a year. I'm talking about for like 30 seconds to a minute. I want you just to close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Now, one of the great things about meditating is that when I learned how to do it, and I still do it this way, I actually do something that's called guided meditation, which is amazing, and especially for those people who are saying that, like, oh, my brain, I can't stop thinking. I'm gonna close my eyes and start thinking about my grocery list and all the things I need to do and who I need to call and who I need to text, right? Take a deep breath. There's something called guided meditation. What that is you can sit down, sit in silence, close your eyes, and listen to somebody telling you what to think about, right? It's amazing. This woman or man or whoever you choose to listen to, she will say things like, I need you to close your eyes. Imagine yourself walking on the beach, or imagine yourself sitting in a garden near a meadow. You can do that for like 10 minutes. It's so easy. It is so easy. The first step when it comes to meditating is to stop telling yourself that you can't do it and to just give it a try. I know for me, when I started meditating, like I said, I started small. I started with small increments, like between 5 and 10 minutes. And I always started with a guided meditation. And I really love it. I really love it. In fact, I do it every single day. Now, I like to do it before bed because it helps me kind of unwind and get ready for sleep. That's part of my sleep evening routine, which I'll tell you all about in another video. But you can really do it whenever you want during the day. If you're a morning person and you want to do it to get your day started, what a great way to do it. If you like the evening, try it then too. But while you're making this dish, okay, so while you're making this 7-layer dip, I want you to commit right now with me that for the next 7 days, so 1 day for each layer of this dip, that you will sit down and meditate for at least 1 minute. Just make that commitment. And what is it gonna do for you? It is gonna help you feel relaxed and calm and grounded, and it'll just give you that peace. And what it does for me is it helps me reset my day if I'm having a bad day or I'm feeling off or I need some just like a boost in my mood. It does it for me every single time. If it does it for me, I know it'll do it for you. So when you're making this dip, I want you to commit. Okay, I'm committing. I'm doing the beans. All right, that's gonna be Monday's meditation. I'm gonna do the sour cream. That's Tuesday's meditation. Just commit to 1 week for 1 minute each time. And I want you to tell me how it works out for you, because I know it's going to be amazing. Okay, next up is the salsa. So let me just use this spoon. We're gonna put this is layer number 4, baby. And Thursday's meditating day. I'm telling you what, if you do it, you are going to love it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so you can find any kind of guided meditation on YouTube. There are hundreds of them. Find one that you like. There's lots of channels that have them, and then you can find someone that you like and just stick with that person. Okay, so here we go. Salsa. Now, this is the fun part. Now you don't have to go in any kind of particular order. The remaining layers are onions, cheese, and don't forget our black olives. So you're just gonna literally just dump these right on. Look at this. Again, doesn't this look so pretty and fancy? You can always make this ahead of time and it keeps just fine in the fridge. It's about, 3 days or so before it maybe gets a little bit runny. If it's a little juicy or runny, you can always just kind of drain it off, but it'll be fine. You can easily make this the day ahead. There's our cheese layer. Now we're gonna add our onions. Oh, this looks so pretty. And the black olives. If you don't like black olives, leave them off. I've also seen people put lettuce on this, which is also really fun. You can really add whatever you want. Just remember, you gotta do the base layer of the beans to keep it all together. There we go. Do you like how I just dumped those on? Totally didn't measure. That's how I roll. Okay, here we go. Here is the finished product. Look how pretty that is. Now, we're gonna have this tomorrow for Father's Day, and I'm gonna serve it with tortilla chips, or pita bread, or just eating it with a spoon. That works too. All right, my friends, thank you so much for letting me show you how to make a 7-layer dip. Wasn't that easy? Oh, if you like this video, please give me a like, comment below, let me know if you've ever made this before, and if you're willing to commit to the 7-day meditation challenge that I just gave to you. I know you're gonna love it, and let's share this video with everybody, because I need everyone to know how easy it is to make this dish. Like, seriously, and look how beautiful it is. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I think if I just sneak a little bit back here and eat it like this, no one will notice tomorrow that there's some of it taken out. See you later. So good.